Welcome to our channel. In today's video, we will be exploring a fascinating topic that has been on many people's minds. What happens to seeds after they've been stored for 2 years? You may be surprised to learn that there is a lot more to this subject than meets the eye. And to help us understand it better, we have a true story to share with you. So, sit back, relax, and get ready to learn something new today. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more exciting content like this. Let's get started. Reading about the lives of other guys who have been chosen this road of self-discipline is really inspiring to me. The reason I say this is that I have seen something after studying further about seed retention for many years. Just 1% of males really make it. I'm not only talking about men's ability to keep their offspring alive, I'm talking about men's ability to succeed at anything in life. Whether it's starting a business, quitting your job, or discovering how to live life to your own satisfaction, I've discovered that only approximately 1% of males ever make it. Why? To achieve greatness, one must be willing to endure great hardship. A well-known saying goes something like, fall in love with the adventure and you will accomplish your objective with 100% assurance. This is especially true when it comes to the value of developing self-control practices like seed retention. For real success, you need to become fascinated with emotional stress and suffering. Just close your eyes for just a moment while I tell you the tale of a guy who stored his sperm for 2 years. You have to ask yourself, am I prepared to suffer? If you want to retain any of the information you've worked so hard to learn. Do I want to go through the pain? Do I want to fall in love with pain and torture? The following is the information we received throughout our 2-year retainer. I'm a married man of 38 years who had an on-again, off-again affair with beating my flesh before the age of 35. Really, it wasn't that tiring. I had a successful profession and somewhat typical personal life. When I was 35, I hurt my knee bowling and began to hobble. It really sucked when my wife had me do things like cleaning the stairs and doing the laundry. The physiotherapists really made the injury worse. I had no comprehension of the issue with my knee. After doing some digging, I discovered that seed preservation is held in high regard by Hindu texts. They see it as the antidote for all bodily ills. Given how much discomfort I was experiencing, I made a choice to give it a go. After becoming married, I have come to accept that I cannot engage in seed retention to the same extent. So I figured out how to stop eating shrimp and became a meat eater again. It didn't matter how hard I tried. I just couldn't control myself. For the most part, I gave in to my temptation because I was too lazy to make any effort to control it. As a result, I decided to go without beating for 3 months. In my initial try, I was unsuccessful. Unfortunately, I had the epiphany that I need within a fortnight. That was difficult, but also a far better way of life. It was a mistake to keep track of the days. The second effort, on the other hand, was born out of a way of life. 3 months passed, and throughout that time, both my emotional clarity and the condition of my knee improved. I felt like I was emotionally revolting against something, but I had no idea what it was. In the past, I often struck my wife in the face, but the violence never made its way outside. I vacillated frequently between being aggressive and being enthusiastic. The best thing though was that after retaining the seeds, I began to let go of my negative and regretful thoughts. For a married guy, it seemed less time consuming than making something similar to this, but without beating the meat and the joy they provide. I researched cold showers, eating habits, sleeping positions, and meditation techniques, and came across hundreds of videos and websites. The benefits of seed preservation, as well as the self-control necessary to implement it as a way of life, began to raise doubts in my mind. Some of these people claim that even wet dreams occur because of seed preservation. I didn't participate because I was interested in making it a permanent part of my life, not just another test of my mettle. To avoid disappointing others, I decided to forgo some of my usual rituals and instead do what came easily to me. The world as you know it will alter dramatically if you can hold out for long enough. I'm being completely honest with you. In some cases, I have reasonable explanation, but in others, I don't. For starters, your body will always feel as if it were on cocaine, and you'll be bursting with vigor. It will be quite difficult for you to imagine yourself anywhere else. You'll get the mental acuity to make even the most accomplished and well-read individuals fear your wit. Be positive and helpful to your friends at all times, whether they need mental or physical assistance. My major inspiration was the positive effect it would have on our skin, posture, and overall wellness. You'll be more honest and have better eye contact. You'll naturally eliminate destructive routines. You'll have more mental and physical energy, allowing you to get more done in less time. If you have an excellent memory, you'll be able to breeze through any challenging work without having to retry. Also, you will develop a sense of humor and learn to have less of a critical eye towards the actions of others around you. You'll stop viewing women as tools in your battle to outdo the other dudes and start viewing them as people. The most important thing is that you finally admit that you've been lying. Manhood means being able to take responsibility for your actions. You get elevated to hero status. Your demeanor shifts to one of calm, self-possession, and heroism. You no longer recognize the sensation of perplexity as human. It's common knowledge that many individuals have encountered similar situations. But there were additional benefits that defy my belief and explanation. If you do any of these things, kids will be captivated by you. There was one case of a father taking his son and the family dog for a stroll. The child simply stopped what he was doing and stared at me. Her father was bewildered and a little bit furious. Also, I found that attractive women of various ages and appearances are drawn to you. It makes no difference if she is a 6-foot-tall blonde babe working as a barista or if she is only your wife's acquaintance. You stop attending social gatherings and then you become the center of attention at every gathering you attend. I also learned that from then on, things will go according to plan without any further effort on my part. For instance, given that I now call Amsterdam home, I recently sought out the necessary visa to visit Morocco. Only 3 days remain till the wedding of my dearest buddy. The visa process from Amsterdam to Morocco takes at least 1 week. I wanted to attend the wedding, so I applied for a visa at the embassy and received it within 2 days. I didn't even have to beg to get what I wanted. What about further advantages? Your financial situation will improve, and your legal issues will go away. Others will want to invest in your business directly, bringing you unexpected possibilities to make money and advance your career. If you start one, you'll be flooded with employment offers thereafter. Others will go out of their way to accommodate you, and they will include you in activities where you will stand out from the crowd. The situation might get uncomfortable when everyone seems to be talking to you, no matter how hard you try to prevent it. You'll have no trouble getting your point through to others. All you have to do is make it. Whenever you reach that point, you'll realize how simple and straightforward life may be. It was always predestined that you would blossom into a radiant center of attention version of yourself. Your eyes will be like 2 gems, drawing admiring glances from others as you walk the streets. The moment you engage in eye contact with them, you'll have them completely under your spell. You will finally realize that what it is you've been fighting against. At last, you'll catch a hazy sight of what it takes to energize every pore on your body. Hence, you will experience a jolt of electricity as they explode. Perhaps you have speculated on what it might be like to share in the joys of 1 trillion other people simultaneously. Another perk is that your dreams will eventually become more contemplative. You'll be able to sleep like a baby and get new insights with each night's rest. You will have an innate capacity to love men and women with the same selfless devotion that characterizes God's relationship with us. You'll develop a deeper appreciation for animals and a genuine interest in learning more about them. In reality, you'll begin to appreciate all of life's wonders with renewed fervor, lose some of your apprehension about dying, and discover that it goes on forever. The only words that come out of your lips are the appropriate ones. It's a great skill to be able to come up to any sort of get-together and contribute. If you had the ability to examine what you said, life would appear ideal, even if you were not thinking about it at the time. The feeling of having discovered the one will never leave you. In conclusion, I learned through my own 2-year experience in seed retention that sheer willpower is insufficient to bring about the kind of self-control required. Many of you may not like to hear this, but it takes humility and, above all, the grace of God. Every guy has to give some serious consideration to his life goals. Again, it all begins with an infatuation with agony. You should embrace it and use it to improve yourself. There has been a long history of males keeping their sperm. Rather, it has ancient origins in Taoist sexual rites. Many civilizations have their own versions of it, each with its own name. Sexual continence, in another term for semen retention, as is Maithuna, Hindu Tantra, coitus reservatus, Latin, Sahaja, Hindu Yoga, and others. Overall, whether it's emotional, spiritual, physical, or sexual wellness, men who choose to forego ejaculating get several benefits. While additional study is needed to definitely define the time duration of these advantages and their specific form of them, the fundamental conclusion is that males who choose to abstain aren't inflicting any harm to themselves, making the choice totally personal. Choosing to abstain from ejaculating might be the answer if you want to feel more in charge of your life and get the health benefits mentioned above. This can start your journey to your manhood, as it will guide you to functioning efficiently in society with all eyes on you. What do you think, guys? Is the story enough to convince you to start your journey? Would you like to see more of these stories? Comment down your answers below. Don't forget to like this video, and since you're already here, you might as well subscribe to our channel and click on the notification bell so you don't miss out on great new videos. Thank you for watching, and we will see you in the following video.